What if the eclipse ring of fire was like a portal that just popped in my head? A portal that they knew was going to open, so they fired rockets or something through it, either to stop it or to send something through onto the other side. You are with this ring of fire, because that looks like a portal to me. That looks like what I saw the other night in front of my face. Hello, everyone. Yeah, because there's something more to it. There's a lot more to NASA firing missiles or rockets. Why three, really, truly? I know they said it's to collect and see what's going on in the atmosphere and things like that, and, you know, gather the data that they were looking for. Hello. Yeah. That was 144. You said the same thing, Justice Aldine? Yeah, because it could have very well been a massive portal that opened. Rosie, honey, I see you over there. You're a little baby. You go ahead, because it's too wild out there, Rosie, honey. You're watching something fly around like a little baby. You go on, Rosie. You can't get it. You got a long body. You remind me of Puss in Boots. Okay, yeah, it could be it could have been a portal. What's really interesting, if it's in the sky at the same time, but yet different time, I don't understand how that works. If it's different time zones, well, I guess rotating or something. A ring of fire, a portal. You ever see on the those movies, it's a sci-fi movie where there is like a stargate or a wormhole or something that opens up a portal, and they only have such a short amount of time to get through the portal, or it collapses on them. And why? Now let's think about this. Why, people would make, now this is true, they make a big circle on the ground and they can light it on fire in some, I guess, ritualistic thing. Great big circle, light it on fire, and performed whatever rituals and things like that, you all. But we got something up there in the sky. Something, Rosie, honey, I'm trying to talk. Okay, I'm trying to talk, Rosie, okay? I know you're talking too. You gotta wait. So they fire the missiles in there, or the rockets, either to stop something from coming through or to send something through to the other side. Open for a period of time and yes, that's right. It is open for a period of time, not an hour, 9 linear timetable. So you know that they can only, hey, now let's think about this. If they when they fire those things through, what if it allows it, if it is a portal, what if it allows it to stay open just a little bit longer what if it's that great big monstrous invisible monster, the invisible massive black hole, that black hole coming through there, you all, because it said it was going to rip and tear itself. It was ripping and tearing itself through space. It was the invisible monster, a massive black hole that got kicked out of its host galaxy. And there was that star, 9382227, KIC 9382227. And it was in near the constellation of Cygnus. But that too, when I was looking at some old screenshots, something like a black hole or something, because when the star collapses and whatever, it's like something. You're going to meditate. It is meditate the entire line for yes, do it. Or it sucks everything into space. Yeah. Train passing by, it was confirmation. Elisa Rose, what was we saying when the train passed by? That's all true. You thought about that also. There could be in a massive black hole, something coming through, some very big, dark energy that came with it. Rosie, honey, you can sit right there. Go on, Rosie, you're a baby. They're trying to shoot the child, but I thought the child had already came through the constellation of Virgo when she had, it came through the birth canal, and the dragon, which was the green comet, it came through, it changed into red, and it was getting ready to devour it. Yeah, Rosie, she's just a baby. She's okay. She won't, it's okay. She's been running around acting a wild, but that's okay, you all. So, oh, Dragonfly, did you say it? Hello there, Dragonfly, honey. It's too cloudy, yeah, you all. Do you think it's still going on here? It's 1:51 here because I didn't go outside during it. I think I didn't. I think it should be over in Indiana by this time. I'm in the eastern part, down by the Louisville, Kentucky. Yeah. Rosie, are you going to be wild? Do you want to go out, Rosie? Listen to me. Do you want to go out? Tell me about it. Come here, listen to me. You want to go out, Rosie, honey? You want to? You want to go out? Can you say please? Okay, you go on, Rosie. You're a little baby. Okay, you can do it, Rosie. You go hopping out there. You also really, truly. If it was a portal, it's cloudy out. It's the whole sky. You wouldn't be able to see it anyhow. They don't want you to see it. They don't want you to see what's happening up there. If indeed it was a normal eclipse, why would they even want to hide it up? Because you know they can control the weather. They control the weather. It's the perfect excuse to hide it. Just do something up there and, you know, it's cloudy in Washington. Place protections today. Things are about to get crazy. Well, it's a good thing I salted the whole entire property. I salted the whole property the other night with salt and blessed it in the name of Jesus. Claimed it, prayed over the whole entire property. Did it at the nighttime, you all. Yeah. Yeah, we are on it. You all, it's a portal. It's a massive portal that opened. And I was seeing it. So if I was looking at that candle flame the other night, probably around 4 nights ago or something, the flame, it's bright. If you would compare it to the sun, a big white light, and I looked at it and then I turned away, because it's just a small tea candle. It's a little bitty flame like that. I turned away and it was like it was a ring, like a ring of fire, and it was black on the inside. That's what I saw right there in my face as soon as I closed my eyes like that. And I would look over here, turn away from it, because it's not that bright. It's not. And I kept seeing it. And then I would look over there and I wouldn't look at it anymore. And then I try to see it and I wouldn't see it again. But then when I looked at it again, I saw it again. And I blinked my eyes really fast to see if I could still see it if I blinked my eyes really fast. And it was clear as day. It was blackish gray with a fire ring around it. I've never seen that ever before when looking at a candle. Never. I've seen something like that when I looked at the sun, and you all know you probably seen something like that when you all looked at the sun too. So let's just call it a portal up there in the sky. Your dog Grin is sensing things. He went off and he started watching you. What he just went off after we started watching you. Oh no, that's not good. You might want to go out and get some water. You might, some water. Water is vital for survival. And I've been seeing a lot of comments, you may have been seeing them too, that there's a lot of planes and stuff flying in the air, helicopters, military planes. There's increased activity in the air. I bet you could go to the flight track. If you went to a flight tracker, I guess you have to pay to see the military craft and everything else, you all. Very cloudy in Texas, so you can't see it. It's a portal. A portal. A portal. Do I got a laptop down here? I don't even have a laptop down here. I took my laptops upstairs. That's about right. I would show a picture of a portal, but you know what it looks like when you see people sticking their hands through it. Even like the stargates, it looks like it's all watery like and stuff. But then you can see the outer edge of it too. That is massive up there to fire those rockets through it. You'll be doing protection tonight as well, Justice. Yeah, you all. Tomorrow is a bad, bad Sunday. It's bad, bad. I've heard it somewhere else today too. Someone was talking about this month, and the 28th is going to be really bad too. It is. Oh, this feels really nice, you all, with the breeze flowing by me. Okay, now the hackers. The hackers are oh no, you don't want to have that happen. The annular solar eclipse is coming. Yeah. You was out hiking and this rising feeling drained, currently rushing. Wow, the rockets make no sense. That's right, unless it's a portal. Unless they're firing something in to stop something from coming out. coming through it. They could. They really could. Stop some kind of entity from coming through it, because if the entity comes through it, then they're going to usurp the power on the earth. Really, think about it. You think they want to give up the power that's on the earth? I don't think they do. I'm gonna have to close this door now. Let me come step out here with this door closed, because I'm gonna do it, y'all. I'm gonna sit like this. Can you? I don't like walking outside on the porch with my feet like this, you. I really don't. Let me just sit right here. I'm gonna sit right here. Yeah, maybe it will fire back on them. That wouldn't be very nice, would it? That's right. And see, that's a bullseye. Bullseye. And wasn't they going to fire those 3 rockets at a certain time frame? Was it going to be 222 is when they're going to fire the rockets at it? Recreate what we programmed to manifest. Have no fear and thank God for thoughts. That's right. Think good thoughts. So it was 222 was the timestamp, you all, with the portal in the sky. They called it the Ring of Fire. Of course, you know, in all actuality, when you do a Ring of Fire during a ritual, they do it. They do Ring of Fires in rituals. Gina, have you ever did a Ring of Fire? No, but now something just now came into my mind. When you go camping and you make a fire ring, a fire pit, you make it in a circle, and you have your fire in the circle. In the circle. Yeah. You have your fire in the circle, so that's going to draw something. That's why you can see things. Well, I know it's nice to have a ring of fire, make a fire ring outside when you're cold and have the fire coming through it. Yeah, but and that's like that. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher, and it burned, 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 the ring of fire. And now let's think about the Lord of the Rings. We're talking about that big portal in the sky, the Lord of the Rings, and the Eye of Sauron, or whoever he was. He has this great big eye. It was a great big flame, a great big flaming thing up there with a flame all around it, like that. And then you have Snow White. Was it Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs? And the wicked stepmother, she looks in the mirror. Does a portal open? You all just think of all these movies where portals open up. Why not a square fire pit? That's a good question. Maybe when you make a fire pit from now on, y'all can make a square fire pit. I wonder what that would do. Yeah, a square fire. Check out the god of Ra, Gina. Yeah, the Ra. Ra. The sun god Ra. We did do a video on this YouTube channel when we viewed a NASA product spinning around, and right in the center of the sun was a face of a man, and he was angry. When I saw him and I captured him, I even inverted his face. It's on a NASA product. I got a playlist, the NASA ISWA. His face, he was angry because they were firing things at the sun is what they were doing. They were firing missiles at the sun and rockets, and they were saying that they were comets is what they were saying it was. So they're just comets racing toward the sun. No, no, no. You were firing it at something up there trying to destroy it is what they were doing. The face, it was clear as day, you all. And the video is titled, He is Angry. That was gonna dance to the music. You don't got no sun eclipse in Africa, Daniel, honey. Yeah. You also, the ring of fire in the sky, it's supposed to be some kind of eclipse. It very well could be a portal. I really feel it's a portal up there in the sky. It's perfect, perfect. And with it being a portal, and with all the energies out here, it's drawing all this stuff. And with Sunday, which is going to be tomorrow, it's going to be whatever in Israel. It could be very bad violence that breaks out over there in the Middle East. Yeah. The Navajo tradition to go inside. That's right, Barbot. Be quiet, reflect, and don't make resolutions, a purification where the sun dies and is reborn, and let it be solidified within our life too. The rebirthing. I feel really cold air blowing in from the west right now. You are loving it. You are loving it. You are. You got a blue square in one of your photos. So if you're just tuning in, yeah, what if that eclipse is a portal, an actual portal, and that's why they're firing the rockets. CERN is supposed to be at full power for around the next 2 years. That's what we did video on months ago when they did it. And it's funny because when they said they're going to be at full power, that's when they started to do a whole lot of load sharing. That's when they were having brownouts. You would never know when it was coming because they needed to have the electricity from underneath and draw it from all these other places, you all. Full speed ahead to do that, whatever. The Giants and Dragons, it's getting cold here too now. See, I got some warm clothes on. This time I'm not in my pajama bottoms. It's time to break. Rainbow Turtle. My mossy bibs out and your coat out. It's chilly and willy. It's chilly willy. I normally would have my coveralls on. I've wore them out so bad. The knees, you know how your knees and your coveralls and get all whatever from wearing them and bending down and getting on your knees. They're wore out. I've tried for 3 years to find a replacement set because they're my favorite winter attire. I can't find them, but I know what you mean. You're not here, and it's hot in here in North Florida. Y'all, come on. Satan and Sosha, the actual spouse of Anus. Yep. They're not silky. They're just regular jeans. They just yeah. I don't like to wear silk clothing. I don't like how it feels on my skin. Yours are 20 years old and they're still going, you all. So if you are that solar eclipse that took place, okay, you got it. I think it's gone here now. I really do. And it's not happening. But it said it was going to, it can cause the animals to behave different. As you can see this morning, Rosie was a wild woman. She got the chipmunk, a baby chipmunk, and then her and her friend, the other black and white cat, well, they got in a little tussle too, and Rosie went up into the engine of the Equinox, and the other cat went underneath the car waiting for Rosie to come out until I came over there and shooed it away from the car. And when I did, Rosie climbed up in the tree, and I had to go get her and tell her to get in the house, and she ran in the house. So I rescued Rosie. But yeah, it's been a wild day, and now she's back outside being wild is what she's doing. The controllers, you all. So yeah, so the portal in the sky, if you're just turning in, is the eclipse. They call it an annular eclipse. The moon eclipsing the sun. I didn't even see the moon anywhere in the sky, so I don't see how it could have eclipsed it. I did not see it. It was blue skies this morning, and of course that sun was so bright. When I first looked at it, it looked like there was a crystal. Literally did. It looked like there was crystal. Something different in the sun than what was normally seen. It got a lot colder, you all. The protectors are coming in to join us and help us beat the evil. We'll welcome them. We'll welcome in the protectors to beat the evil on the earth. I didn't see the moon, but I didn't see whatever happened. These wind chimes, even just setting here, you all, they've got good frequency that comes off of them, even though they're setting still. The frequency, their aura, whatever you want to call it, their tordoidal field literally expands out on here. So we got it. No mix box, you all. They can't predict their enemies. That's right. Next move. Hello, Tony, honey. It came out nice from your house, and it was awesome feeling. Did you watch it? We didn't get to see nothing here, and I don't think I wanted to watch it either. Your pets are sleeping like, oh, wow. It drained your pets, Ruthie, honey. Drained them. They're sensitive, and we are now seeing the darkness sun too bright. But we have been having the mixed cloudy skies. 20 minutes ago, cloudy. Yes, you did. Okay. It is getting colder in your house in Fort Wayne, Indiana right now, and my heater keeps coming on. It shouldn't. Here's what they said, Justice Honey. They said last night, whatever it was that we were reading, when this... I think somebody's revving up an engine. I thought, is that an emergency alarm? But we don't have no emergency alarms out here in the country. We do not. There is no big tower or nothing. What was I saying? I was saying something. I don't know. No, I heard a siren, but I think somebody's ramming their big farm equipment engine or something. Done with it, you all? Oh, okay, I know what I was saying. They were saying with the eclipse that it can cause the wind to pick up and it can cause the temperature to drop rapidly. That's what they said you could expect from the eclipse. A real fast drop in the temperature. We did that last night. And so it's not supposed to get, listen to this. So it was already predicted that it would stay around 50 here. If they already predicted that it would stay 50 here, which it is, then how would they know what the temperature would be with the eclipse? How would they know that it would have the effect and it would just keep it? It didn't even happen yet, and that's what they predicted in the 50, around 50. Yeah. It's gone from your area. You live in Washington State. You finished like 25 minutes ago. You always have a portal opening. That is a gigantic portal up in the sky that they said was an eclipse. It had a ring of fire. A ring of fire in the sky with the shadows and stuff like that. And then, you know, they cover it up. And if the sky is a green screen, then what's behind the sky? Really, if it's something like that. Now he was seeing it and he was guarding it. The thing is totally different. Wow, yeah. Yeah, I don't think it was the real thing. They don't want us to see what the real thing is. I'm thinking something came in. Something came in. Why is it? And even when we were doing the Ukraine, we were watching the plasma in the Ukraine on the webcams in Odessa, Ukraine. This is before the Ukraine stuff ever started breaking out. We would go there and we would watch plasma battles take place. Plasma webs and stuff. You could see them form. They were like a pale yellow, and there were real pretty colors, pale blue, but then all of a sudden you would see this dark plasma. This dark plasma, these other plasmas would try to get up enough energy from each other to where they could open up a dark portal in Odessa, Ukraine. A dark, dark portal. And then you would have these other plasmas, the good plasmas, they would come around and they would start attacking those bad plasmas and making them shrink so that that portal that they opened up collapsed. We've seen it so many times in Odessa, Ukraine. Plasma battles practically every single night, and then that war broke out. This battle was already taking place in the spiritual realm with this plasma, this energy, this plasma lights and stuff like that. But it was, they were trying, opening up a big black plasma hole. So that is a portal. And the good plasma was making it shrink. And at one time in Odessa, we captured a golden egg. There was a golden egg that we captured, golden plasma egg that showed up in Odessa, Ukraine. This is before the Ukraine stuff broke out. That was where the battle. You know what happened when the battle started happening in real life? You don't get to look at that camera no more. They took control of the live webcams and they showed you what they wanted to show you. Is what it was. Okay, see, I can fix you right now. There. What drugs is Gina on? I'm on a drug that can take my finger and push and hide you from this channel. Boom. It makes me have so much clarity and intuitiveness. I just push the button and see you. As soon as you say that, my eyes focus on you and boom, you're gone. How about that? Yeah, you need to get you some love on the inside right there, and you'll have what it takes to do that. The plasma, yeah, it was. It's okay. Yeah, just happened you just look down at the same time, you all. They got blocked. Was there another one on there? The military fired the missiles at the shadow of it, you all. So it's like a portal. Portal open up in the sky. That's right. I really do feel that within my spirit. A ring of fire. You don't want to mess with it. They were either trying to get something, keep something from coming through, or they wanted to send something through to the other side, is what they wanted to do. Make it open, keep it open long enough, because who knows what those missiles did. Keep it open long enough so that something could come through also. They could have done that too with those missiles or rockets. Because who knows what kind of payload those rockets had on them. You don't know what the payload was on there. They could tell you it was for scientific reasons, and that would be scientific if they were to launch it in there and it would emit something to keep that open. Boom. Yeah, that's scientific. It's a scientific thing. Gather the data. How well did it work to keep the portal open up there? Yeah. Yeah, he might be among us. Apep, the sun god. You had the plasma screenshots in your, yeah, it's right, you all. So, you got some pretty lovebirds. Sounds like lovebirds chirping. They feel happy, so whatever's, if there's any eclipse energy, it's not here because the birds are really happy if I can be quiet. They sound really pretty, you. I am going to go. So that is really, that's a theory. That's a theory, a portal. Gigantic portal. It's not an eclipse, it's a gigantic portal. And they've been planning for it. Something could have came through. It could have. I'm going to go. I am, you all. So with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello. From my heart to yours, love you. Have a wonderful rest of your afternoon, you all. Just, if you feel within your being that you need to go to the store and get you some bottles of water or something, do it. Or a little bit of shelf-stable food, because you don't know what tomorrow's going to bring. It's not being paranoid. It's not being scared. It's not being fearful. It's just being prepared. You don't have to overdo it at all. Just be, you don't know. You don't know what's going to happen, but it's a very powerful day. That's right. And when it's the 14th or 15th over there, it's still the 14th over here. Yeah. Have a, you guess this is really why plasma costs so much. Well, I think that's a different type of plasma. This plasma was brought to life by the high efficiency plasma lighting that they implemented. You know, when you go and see all the multicolored lights and light up the cities and stuff. There were so many organizations involved in it, and DARPA was one of them. All kinds of them, because it's plasma is an entity. It's got energy in it. It's, yeah, love you.